This is an insane plan. They are talking about stealing the Venezuelan oil at gunpoint as leverage to micromanage the country. The scope and insanity of that plan is absolutely stunning.
And even in this cockamamie plan they have, the money would go back to Venezuela. The American people are saying that's America first.
Joining me now is House Republican Conference Chair, Congresswoman Lisa McClain. Congresswoman, it's good to see you. Welcome. I guess let me start off with getting your reaction to what your colleagues on the left are saying about this plan in Venezuela.
Listen to them. They want corruption. They want fraud. They want to support the corruption and the corrupt leaders around the world, here, but also around the world. So let me remind everybody, like Chuck Schumer said, this is a cockamamie plan. Mr. Schumer, this is sanctioned oil that is driven by a corrupt individual. So sanctioned oil. We are going to do the right thing, which should have been done a long time ago. And the Democrats always talk about a humanitarian effort. But now all of a sudden, since President Trump is going to use some of those proceeds from the sanctioned oil to actually go back and help humanitarian efforts in Venezuela, that's a bad thing. I mean, you got to figure out, if you're a Democrat, where do you stand? You got to stop talking out of both sides of your mouth.
President Trump is establishing a new DOJ division to focus on national fraud enforcement. He did that on Thursday after we saw Democrats go off the rail at a House oversight hearing on the massive fraud scandal in Minnesota as well. I want to get your take there. Here's what happened earlier this week. Watch.
Ma'am, this grandstanding nonsense
this is not grandstanding.
Exactly
this is
what Minnesotans hate about D.C.
This is accountability, and you are hypocrites. So again, I will take your refusal to not
Mr. Chairman, order, decorum. She's off the rails.
Reclaiming my time. I'm not off the rails, please.
You are
Enough
totally
with your
off the rails.
Nancy,
Order.
enough with your tropes. Give me my time back.
They haven't identified fraud. The IGs have failed. But anyway.
You all have failed.
No,
you all continue to fail. We've done nothing. You've had the gavel, Mr. Comer. We barely do hearings on anything that actually affects change.
Well, an embarrassing hearing, to say the least, Congresswoman. There's mounting evidence of major taxpayer fraud, not only in Minnesota, but across the country. And Democrats want to make a spectacle of it. How are you going to get to the bottom of all of this?
Right. Well, the problem is we are getting to the bottom of it. We are exposing it. I mean, my hat off to Chairman Comer. You know, to have to deal with that type of individual is just insane. We are exposing the fraud. Now, the fraud is over $9 billion. And who pays that $9 billion? The hardworking American taxpayer. You would think everybody would be on board to make sure that the hardworking American taxpayer money goes to programs that actually help the people who need it most and not fraud. But what you see repeatedly from the Democrats is they want the waste, the fraud, and the abuse. And by God, if you expose that, then we're the criminals for exposing it. I mean, the world is completely upside down on the other side of the aisle.
Well, I mean, look, you've got that story in Minnesota, but you've also got the story of what happened this week to a woman who was shot and killed by an ICE agent as Democrats continue to attack what ICE and this president is doing on immigration and illegal migration. Congresswoman, when is this going to stop? Do you have any plans to help unify this country?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, what I would remind everybody who wants to protest, take a look at Martin Luther King. He changed the world's ideology, and he protested peacefully, compassionately, with no violence. Perhaps they should go back and take a page out of his book, because look at, under President Biden, millions of people entered this country illegally, and criminals, gang members. Where is the left's rage when these gang members shoot a law enforcement officer? Where is that rage? I mean, you have the governor and the mayor of Minneapolis telling the federal government to get out of their city. Okay, wait. Get out of my city, but make sure you keep sending me the money so I can pay the fraudulent individuals. I mean, this is absolutely ludicrous. But this is what's going on. This is what happens when you don't have a leader. But without law and order, this is what you get. anarchy and chaos. We got to get back to law and order.
All right. Well, look, this is a midterm election year. What are your plans to hold on to the majority in the House? Congresswoman, a lot of questions on whether or not you'll be able to do that.
Yeah. Well, again, I am optimistic. We are going to continue to work and build on what we did in 2025 with the Working Families Tax Cuts Act, right? We already put $1,200 in American people's pockets. That is a benefit. No taxes on tips. You will see real life that come to fruition in 2026. But we are committed, and our goal is to keep more money, lower costs, and root out waste, fraud, and abuse. And we're going to continue to do that for the American people.
Congresswoman, we'll be watching. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
And to you, Happy New Year.